What's going on, guys? You got your coach of the Chimp Chargers here for our Week 10 team analysis for the GBA. Going to be taking on Crimson Seabag, coach of the Detroit Steel Wings. He has a team of Tornadus Therian, Sylveon, Volcarona, Crocodile, Slowbro, Serena, Kyurem, Cobalion, Smeargle, Magneton, and a Dusknoir. List should appear to your right momentarily. And taking a look at his team, his Z Crystal user is actually going to be Crocodile. And I was kind of surprised about that when I first saw it announced at the beginning of the season. I mean, if it were my team, probably would have made it like Volcarona or Cobalion or something, somewhere, or even Tornadus, for instance, like something that could really have that nice coverage and or even the setup potential, take advantage of a Z Crystal. But I mean, I guess I could kind of see Crocodile because maybe he wants to get a kill with it and get a Moxie boost or something early on without having to weaken something at first. So I mean, I can see that potentially. Definitely have to prepare for everything though. And the first biggest threat that I saw while trying to prepare for his team was that Tornadus Therian. Inside of rain, outside of rain, this thing is a threat, so we have to watch out for that. We gotta be prepared for that Tornadus Therian. So I'm actually gonna be bringing rain too, so it should be fun. I mean, we're already in playoffs and stuff, so I want to bring some interesting heat and just bring some stuff that I don't usually bring too often. I can also expect him, besides the Tornadus Therian, to bring either Slowbro or Serena or both. The reason is because maybe he'd want to prepare for rain, so he'd bring Slowbro because it deals really well with my Kabutops, or he'd also bring or he'd also bring Serena because, well, firstly, this is a Rapid Spinner, which I believe is his only form of reliable hazard control on his team, so I can expect him to bring Serena. Secondly, I mean, Serena's a great Pokemon in terms of its special bulk, so it can actually sponge water hits pretty decently from Kingdra, so I could probably see that pretty well if he wants to bring Slowbro and Serena, kind of pivot out between those two in terms of I guess my rain, or if he thinks I'm bringing rain like with Kingdra and Kabutops and stuff. Now, I also think he's going to bring his Cobalion. The reason is because he's been doing well with it. I've been checking out his record and stuff. He's been doing well with Cobalion, so I can expect him to probably want to bring that. It could be a sweeping set, it could be a Stealth Rocker. I mean, his potential Stealth Rockers are going to be Cobalion and Crocodile, and also the Smeargle too, so maybe he might bring Smeargle. We got to watch out for that as well. I feel like there's a lot of potential with this team of what he can bring. Even Volcarona, I mean, Volcarona in the rain is not unheard of, it's not uncommon. Back in Black and White, Volcarona rain was rather, I guess, common in terms of I think there was like Volcarona rain and Moltres rain. So he might bring Volcarona, you never know, with like Hurricane or something, so we'll see about that. I guess in terms of preparation for this team, I wanted to bring something that could deal with him deal with his Pokemon really well. If he brings like Assault Vest Torn for my Kingdra, I want to have a way to beat that. I've decided that I'm actually going to be bringing Assault Vest Muck this time to start it off with. I wanted a Pokemon that can do well versus a lot of his teammates, and Assault Vest Muck. So we're not bringing, we're leaving back Figgy Berry right now, okay? I've been bringing Figgy Berry literally every week, but now I'm changing it up. I'm switching it up here to a nice Assault Vest Muck. This thing will eat up special hits for days. From Tornadus Therian's like Hurricane, it'll eat it up, and we could potentially Pursuit Trap it, which could be really useful. We are max or almost max attack. We have a lot of attack investments, so we can Pursuit Trap stuff like Tornadus. We can hit stuff like Sylveon, Poison Jab Sylveon, which is awesome. We were able to take hits well from Serena. We can check Kyurem decently because our Assault Vest will ensure that we don't get too killed by Earth Power. We also are able to, I guess, have a good, reliable, strong stab knockoff versus Pokemon like Slowbro. I guess also Dusknoir if he decides to bring that. I'm not too sure, but you know, I think Muck here is a great way to start the team off, just because of the fact that it can do really well. Especially, it can also trap his spinner. If we are able to set up rocks and he is forced to go into Serena and try to rapid spin, we can go into Muck and try to trap this thing. So I mean, this Muck set is really useful versus his team. I feel like that can do a lot of good work here, and it is an Assault Vest, so I did want to change it up here since you know, going into the last 2 weeks, I definitely did not want to bring the same old stuff. Wanted to switch it up a bit here. Next Pokemon we got is going to be the Kingdra, and I'm actually running a Choice Banded Kingdra, which is really interesting because Banded Kingdra actually destroys Tornadus Therian. Thinking about it right now, if he decides to run a lot of the common, you know, Torn sets are like Life Orb or Assault Vest or something like that. If he decides to bring Assault Vest to try to check Kingdra, we actually have Band, so we can just destroy that thing in the rain, as well as Sylveon as well, because Sylveon has a good amount of special bulk, of special defensive bulk here, but like, its defense is not as good, I believe, so he might try to invest a little bit more in Spadef to be able to check Kingdra if he brings that. So Kingdra with a Choice Banded Waterfall is going to destroy it. It's going to blow it back. So especially after rocks too, so he doesn't really have a reliable switch into this other than his Slowbro, which is why we actually have Toxic in order to wear that down over time. If we predict Slowbro, if he actually brings Slowbro, maybe scouts it out, finds out what our set is, we do have Toxic, so we can, you know, go for that at some point in time. Now the next Pokemon we got here is going to be Strong Jaw, the Pelipper, which is pretty interesting. I mean, it's just a regular rain user, rain setter. I just have a little bit of like defense and Spadef both in order for us to be able to check a variety of things or not just get destroyed by, I guess, a single move on like the physical or special side. So it's just a regular rain setter, nothing too special about that. But let's take a look at the last 3 Pokemon here. So we got Double Scarf. We're rocking Double Scarf here. We got the Scarf Landers. The reason I'm bringing Scarf Lando and Scarf Mag is because Volt Turning is really good versus him, especially since Crocodile is going to have a lot of trouble once it, you know, if we can hit it up with some flash cannons, we are going to be faster than it more than likely if he doesn't bring Scarf. He's a Z Crystal user, so of course, you know, it's not limited to bringing Z Crystal. He could potentially bring Scarf, but we have Scarf Lando, which is really useful. Can U-turn on pretty much everything on his team. And then Magnezone being Scarf means that we're faster than Cobalion by itself, so that's actually really useful in terms of I guess being able to trap it. We can even trap Cobalion if it's weakened. We can knock it out with T-Bolt. I'm running T-Bolt instead of Thunder just in case rain wears off, or I don't know, just more reliable overall. HP Ground can trap his Magneton, so that's pretty useful there, especially since you know, his Magneton can trap my Empoleon. So if his Magneton traps my Empoleon, I can re-trap that with my Magnezone, so we can see how that works out here. But I think the Scarf Lando, Scarf Magnezone can work really well on our team. Scarf Lando is able to, I think I said it, to outrun like I think Modest Kyurem. I feel, or I don't think we're faster than Crocodile. I don't think we're faster than Crocodile, so you know, we'll still get off an Intimidate, which is nice, and we can still put in a good amount of work with Lando, because Lando is actually faster than Torn. We can hit that up with Stone Edge potentially. Superpowers there for Cobalion, because I feel like he might run like a Shucka Berry Cobalion or something. He'll probably run some sort of counter set to Lando T with Cobalion, so we'll have superpower in order to hit that if he tries to play around the ground type moves that we have. We also have, like I said, Magnezone, which can trap things, which is awesome. Also great versus Kyurem. If his Kyurem is not Scarfed, we're faster than it. We can knock it out with Flash Cannon. It's also great versus stuff like Sylveon. Versus the Volcarona, I mean, we have the Kingdra for that. Rain Kingdra, also Pelipper is great versus Volcarona. If he has HP Electric, then I mean, we still have Kingdra, which is fine. And Scarf Lando can, I guess, check Volcarona that don't have HP Ice. So we can check it with Stone Edge there. Empoleon is a very Spadef set, so I do have an Empoleon here for stealth rocking and defogging purposes. I have a Shucka Berry just in case of the Crocodile, in case Crocodile is trying to, if we're trying to, like, I guess, defog from Crocodile or trying to get rid of Crocodile here, we can go for Scald, we can live with the Shucka Berry, and that should be fun. You know, having the Stealth Rocks defog is useful, especially since keeping rocks away from our side ensures that we don't get chipped down, ensures that Pelipper doesn't take 25 each time it comes in, and that Muck, because we're not Figgy Berry, does not get worn down too much. And having Stealth Rocks is great because of the fact that his only hazard control, like I said at the beginning, was his Serena. So if we're going to be chipping down Serena, if we set up rocks, go to Muck, Pursuit, and then over time Volt Switch, Volt Turn, and everything like that, it's going to wear his team down to the point where he can't really do anything, where Kingdra can just sweep in the end, or clean up in the end. That's kind of the game plan I have going on here. It's pretty much Volt Turn, Rain, and Pursuit trapping with Muck, getting rid of threats, and pressuring his team with rocks. So other than that, not much else to say here. I just wanted to bring something a little bit different because I feel like, you know, I just want to bring things that are going to be pretty cool, just to kind of style around and see what we can do. This Muck is interesting because I feel like Assault Vest Muck is just really great in this matchup here. Sometimes I might just see something and I'm just like, wait a second, so it's not the normal set that I've been running all this time, but it's a set that I can actually put in some work. So I mean, if I see something like that, if I'm able to recognize a set that's just better than what I'm comfortable using, I'll definitely bring it. Like I'm usually one to just go with what's best, even if I'm not comfortable using it, and I just get comfortable while I'm in the battle using it. So we'll see what we can do there, and you know, well, I think Volcarona could potentially be a threat if he sets up enough, but I mean, we have like Muck and Kingdra and stuff, which is awesome. And let's see, like potentially, okay, let's think about his team right now. Let's take a guess at what his team's gonna be. I'm gonna guess right now his team's gonna be Tornadus Therian. He's gonna be definitely Torn T for sure. Slowbro Serena, Kyurem, Cobalion, and maybe Volcarona or maybe Sylveon. Those are the ones that I'm guessing right now. Even Magneton. Last one's up for grabs, but I think the first 5 is pretty much what I'm thinking he'll bring. Oh yeah, we also look at the Poison Touch too. We don't even we're not even rocking Gluttony anymore. Poison Touch is gonna be useful. We could potentially poison something, so that's gonna be fun. But that's gonna be it from me. Hope you all enjoyed this builder. Hopefully it gave you guys some insight on the team that I'm gonna be using for the battle that goes up tomorrow, 24 hours from this video. So hope you all are excited, and I will see you guys then. So battle, like I said, this battle going up in 24 hours from now. So make sure you're there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the battle. Peace.